We had no idea where we were going and somehow landed up on the North Shore for our anniversary. Let me explain.
Right now I'm sitting in front of Goa and Kailua, and we're just kind of kicking back a little bit. We're probably gonna head out and try a few other places while we're in the area. Today is actually our anniversary, and so we're gonna head off to have a nice adult dinner tonight. But today we're just gonna treat this as a relaxing, chill day because it's our anniversary and we're gonna enjoy it.
While in Kailua, we stopped off at this bakery called Bits and Bites because I've been seeing a lot of their pictures on Instagram, and I'm a sucker for a good lilikoi product, whether it's ice cream, a pastry, whatever. So when she was showing off her lilikoi scones, I just had to check them out.
They have today. They do have the lilikoi.
Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the cream cheese scones left, so I was just stuck with the lilikoi scones, which was fine. I wanted to taste those anyway. This little bakery is also known for their refreshing drinks, their Japanese cheesecakes, as well as their crave cakes. It was morning, so Daddy was in the mood for a little bit of coffee. And unfortunately, she didn't have any hot coffee, but she did have this iced coffee that was really good. It was just a dark coffee with this whipped cream cheese foam she put on top with Oreo cookie crumbs, and oh my god.
That is good. Oh my god. Super good. Finally get to try this.
Nope.
So good.
And every time we come to Kailua, we have to stop off at Agnes's Portuguese bake shop. They make the best malasadas on the island. You can fight me, but in my opinion, they make the best malasadas. Better than Leonard's. Even though we live right down the road from Leonard's, I will come out here to get a good malasada from Agnes's.
So good.
So after we had our morning snack, we decided to just drive. We had no idea where we were going. We kind of just were driving through the residential streets of Kailua, and then we ended up back on the highway, and we just kept driving and driving and driving. It's one of those things that Daddy likes to do when he just wants to kind of de-stress and disconnect from everything. He just likes to drive. And so going around this side of the island, the North Shore side, it's such a relaxing and scenic drive for us, especially right now. For some reason, there's not that much traffic. I don't want to jinx anything for anybody, but the traffic has been so nice. There wasn't many holdups at all, when typically when it's really busy, this whole road is just lined with cars. And just looking out at that ocean view, it just helps you relax and disconnect from everything. And then as we kept going further down the road, we realized we were at Giovanni's truck stop. And so of course we had to stop. But before that, we did a little walk around, just check out all the new shops they had around here. This little place has gotten so massive with all the little vendors popping up beside Giovanni's, because all the tourists are here coming to this spot just to come to Giovanni's. And just remember, it's cash only, so make sure you bring cash. And of course, we got the scampi shrimp.
So we left Kailua and we're here at Giovanni's because husband kept driving and we landed up here. So we had to get Giovanni's, but today is actually not too bad. It's not that busy and our food came up really quick. And then this is the crowd today. It's not that bad. It's a really chill day. Usually this place is super packed, but it's actually pretty good today. So here we have our garlic shrimp. Not to get confused with the lemon butter, this is the scampi, which has the lemon, garlic, and butter. So you want to make sure you get the scampi. That's their best seller. So we're going to eat up here, then we're going to head out to our next foodie destination. Cheers. Shell and all, just eat them. Yummy. So which one is better, town or here, or is it the same?
Over here.
Is it better here? Really?
I gotta try again. I have to eat again.
That's an excuse to eat it again.
Yeah. I was saying, it's better than the one down the street. That would be too deep. Oh God.
And we noticed that they had a little bit more menu items than I remembered. And there was this garlic hot dog. So, of course, we thought, well, why not? We're out here. Let's give it a try.
Okay, I didn't know that Giovanni's made a garlic dog. So it's a hot dog marinated in the garlic butter. So we're gonna give this a try today. It's so windy here today. Okay, so here we go.
That's really good. It's like the Costco hot dog, but just like with the garlic butter all over it. That's really good.
Is that good? Pretty good, yeah? Tastes like a Costco hot dog. Yeah, but with the garlic butter all over it.
Quite a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
And after all that savory garlic butter shrimp that we ate, I needed something sweet to kind of cleanse my palate. And I love coming to this little place called Onoyo, which is to the right of Giovanni's, right in the front, so you can't miss them. They're right next to the road. And I love coming here because I love frozen yogurt. And they either do Greek yogurt, plain tart yogurt, and they even have acai here as well. I love to get the lilikoi butter on this, along with all the fresh fruits I can, and it's just so yummy. I love eating this when we're here. And after we were full, we decided to head back towards town because it was getting late in the day and we knew we had to pick up the kids soon. And the drive going back towards town, it's a different experience, even though it's the same thing. But when you see it from this perspective, you see so many different things. The beaches look different. It's just the view of that Ko'olau mountain by Kulo Ranch. You just can't beat it. It's so majestic. And as we pass the old sugar mill, it just opens up and you're just like, wow, I can't believe we live here. We do take it for granted that we live in such a beautiful place because we live on the leeward side of the island. So it's a treat for us to come out to the windward side and just see this every so often. And you know, it is a drive. It's not something we do all the time because of all the traffic with the tourists, but it is worth it to come out here every so often just to kind of partake and enjoy what all the tourists do. And after we picked up the kids from school, we made it back into Waikiki. Unfortunately, they had spam jam going on this day, so there was a little bit of traffic, but fortunately, we didn't have to go too far into Waikiki. So that's why the streets look really clear on this side because they closed off part of the streets on the other side. So it was clear on Kalakaua, but very trafficy on Kuhio, which is the other street behind it. And we had dinner at this place called DK Steakhouse. And I haven't been here in a while, but I like coming here because they have really great steak. They're one of the only places that I know of that make a really good dry aged steak. If you're into that taste of the dry age, they do up to 60 days, which is kind of long, but you know, some people like that. I was actually really hungry, and so I was diving into the bread like a heathen. And of course, Daddy had to show me the proper way to spread butter on a bread. And their Caesar salad was very excellent. I love the big flakes of cheese. It was super refreshing. And they have this potato soup that it was really good, very hot when it came out. And it does normally come with bacon, but because I don't really eat bacon, they took it off for me. But the soup was excellent. And of course, I had to order me some sashimi because I love my fresh fish as well as poke, but Daddy's not too into it. So because it was our anniversary, I had to get something with fish in it. And this sashimi trio had a bit of salmon, ahi, as well as hamachi. So we like to share everything. So we didn't want to order two big steaks. So we ordered different entrees and we were sharing it. So we got the Bristol-based scallops, which was a local corn ragu with truffle butter served with linguine pasta. I didn't know it came with bacon, unfortunately. So Daddy had to eat most of this by himself. But I did taste the scallop and it was so tender and so good. And we didn't notice until later, but it looked like I had a little guardian angel resting over my shoulder because the rainbow from the sun outside was reflecting into the window, and I thought that was really cool. And what steak is complete unless you get the scallop potatoes? Those scallop potatoes were so good. And the steak we got for our dinner was the Kauai Red Dirt Spice Boneless Ribeye, which was a 14-ounce boneless ribeye. Au jus sauce for this was just so good. The steak was super tender. Even though this wasn't a dry-aged steak, it was so tender. That's one of the reasons why I love coming to DK's. And for dessert, they gave us a complimentary vanilla panna cotta, and it was super yummy. I really liked it. And that's why, for our anniversary, we ended up all the way on the North Shore and landed up coming back into town to have a nice dinner at DK Steakhouse for our anniversary. Thanks for joining us on our little anniversary day date. It was really fun and not something we do all the time, but I hope we can do more often. And if you're ever in Hawaii, I hope you can enjoy it as well. Thanks for watching. Bye!